advice you're after, then you've come to the right place. Your wellness is my main concern, it's written on my face. A problem shared is half a worry, the burden split in two. A sacred act of your self-care, so come on, take a pew. A problem shared with my admirers, everyone shout hurrah. A problem shared with your very own Myra DuBois.
Hey up, and here she comes now. Please put your hands together and welcome all the way from over there. It's Myra DuBois.
Hiya! 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 That was a spoken word piece I devised on the spot called Hello. And welcome to another problem shared. It's been a month since I've last seen you. And what a month it's been. Hasn't it been odd? We've all been in lockdown. Well, I've been locked down up in a mindfulness retreat, Guru Malcolm's Wellness Detention Centre in an undisclosed Lancastrian location. People have been tweeting me to tell me that they've been trying to locate the specific area in which you will find Guru Malcolm's Wellness Detention Facility. And I'm afraid you won't do if you're not a celebrity. Although one of Little Mix has just checked in. She took my room. Actually, she took my suite as I was on the way out because I said, no, get me back to London, to Myra Tower, so I can serve my public. And here I am. Yeah, you'll be glad to know that I'm fighting fit. I'm at the peak of my mental well-being. I've never been so well. In fact, I'm so well, this is the second time today we've done this, because just before, and this is the level of honesty that you've come to expect from me, your favourite celebrity, Myra DuBois, off the television. Yes, if you're going to keep bringing it up. I already did a record today. I say I, a couple of other people chipped in a little bit. I already did a recording today. We did the Christmas special. That's right. So all those little festive whining-ons that you've emailed me over the last couple of days, I've solved them all. You're going to have to wait a month to hear them, though, where we broadcast our Christmas special on Christmas Eve. Goodness me, we're not doing it live, no, not on Christmas Eve. We've got families that love us. But you can stay at home and watch them. But don't worry, we're not there yet anyway. It's still November, isn't it? You can still stick your nose out of the window. Well, I can hear crickets. That's the alarm on my phone going off. But if you stick the nose out of the window, you can still smell the sulphur from bonfire night, can't you? Or Diwali, depending on where you are and what faith you practice. I don't know what you celebrate. Perhaps it's a festival from India, or maybe it's the attempted downfall of the government in the 1600s. I don't know. Whatever you celebrate, that's up to you, isn't it? Where is that phone? Because I can hear it, and it's awfully distracting. And again, this is just a symbol of how comfortable I am with you, that I'm quite happy to just stop the show and go, there's a phone ringing somewhere, it's bothering me. Where is it? Oh, it's here. It's here. We've put it down here. No, I found it. Thank you very much. I don't like to show people what phone I've got because it is an iPhone 11 Pro Max. And I am considered to be a little bit of the people, you know, and I don't want people. But it's not the latest iPhone now. Of course, it's the iPhone 12. There's more iPhones than there is films in the Fast and the Furious franchise, but here we are. Anyway, we're not here to talk about my iPhone. We're not here to talk about anything. I'm also in quite a good mood as well, because whilst I was in Guru Malcolm's Wellness Detention Facility, I shouldn't be telling you this really, I'm being indiscreet, but Dolly sent me a sample. She did. I've been vaccinated. I have. That's why I'm wearing the gloves, because my forearms look like Billie Holiday's. I was like, get it in my veins. I was chewing on that belt strap, banging away. Anyway, so I'm COVID-free. I can't catch it. So that's why I'm in a especially good mood. I went round Sainsbury's earlier. I was licking shopping trolleys. It was like the old days. But anyway, we're not here to talk about that. We're here to practice the programme. So I think it's about time now. Oh, no, actually, we're also here to ask. It's very important, this bit. How are you? How have you... I've just been whittling on about myself, haven't I? I've run out here like a giddy puppy. And I've run out and I've just talked about myself and my stay at Guru Malcolm's and where's that phone sound and everything, easily distracted, being very comfortable with you. But I'm sorry, my manners. How are you? You specifically. Yes, I'm talking to you. No good looking around at everyone else in the room. I'm not talking to them. I've just made everyone who's on their own feel very lonely. No, I'm talking to you specifically. How are you? Answer me now telepathically. Well, look, hold that thought. Because what we're going to do is that we're going to solve each other's problems through Twitter. We're not sponsored by Twitter or anything like that. It's just the easiest platform for us to utilise because you people don't seem to be able to use an online form. So we're using Twitter. So tweet me your problems at Myra DuBois. That's at Myra DuBois, all one word. Uppercase, lowercase. I don't think it matters on Twitter. Very, very, very free-flowing over there. You do what you want. And so Myra DuBois, at Myra DuBois. I nearly said at myradubois.co.uk. That's not right at all. That's my website. You can go to my website if you want, just to look at some photographs or maybe buy tickets and merch for future shows. It's up to you. But no, go to twitter.com/Myra DuBois or just at Myra DuBois and tweet me your problems. It can be anything. Lockdown woes, relationship troubles, work-related problems. I'm trying not to say the word problem all the time. I'm saying the word problem too often, I feel. I've said it twice now, although for saying I'm using the word problem too much. That's 3 times now. Look at this. Anyway, so tweet me your problems at Myra DuBois and we'll solve them together. Now, there is no show without you. All right? Don't let that go to your head. I'm not saying you're important. I'm just saying if you don't tweet in your problems, I'm going to cut the show short and go to bed. You know, I've had your money. This can take as long as it needs to, but you've got to tweet your problems, otherwise there's no show. All right, and so you're going to tweet your problems. Tell me. Good. All right. Well, you better. But in the meantime, I think it's about time we decided to work the programme. Isn't that better already? Just listening to that little bit of tranquility music that just went on just then. Yeah, that's right. I'm already feeling a little bit more relaxed. We're working the programme. This is the programme that I devised with Guru Malcolm, a wonderful man, very spiritual person. He actually worked for the C of E for a number of years before he was excommunicated for writing Twilight fan fiction, but that's his business. Not yours. It was quite homoerotic. I found it in a drawer while I was up there. Anyway, this is a form of mindfulness. It's projectile mindfulness. Of course, mindfulness is when you're in tune with yourself. Projectile mindfulness is where you tell other people what's wrong with them. And we'll use our 3 important tools to work our way through this programme. The first one, of course, is positive reinforcements. Now, I have, as ever, got a little bowl of chocolates. They are depleting, sadly, because we had the Christmas episode earlier, as I said, and my goodness, I'm about to slip into a diabetic coma. So we're quite low on the ground on positive reinforcement chocolates, but don't worry, there are other ways to reinforce oneself. So we've got the positive reinforcements, and then, of course, it is, can you tell me? That's it. Serenity breathing. I should trademark it by now. There's probably people in mindfulness retreats in the Outer Hebrides using this method now. I should really get a patent on it. We breathe in with resentment. Do it. Hold it. And breathe out with gratitude. That's quite calming, isn't it? Close your eyes while you do it. Close your eyes. No, close your eyes. I'm looking. I can see. Close your eyes. In with resentment. Out with gratitude. In with resentment. Out with gratitude. In with resentment. Resentment that you were just getting back on your feet and then the country went into a national lockdown again. It's quite an Anglo-specific thing for me to say. I believe Wales and Scotland are doing their own thing, as ever. Out with gratitude. Gratitude that... Just gratitude. Out with gratitude. In with resentment. Out with gratitude. That's nice, isn't it? Do you know what I think could take it up a notch? A little bit of a relaxation tape. Go on, pop it on. In with resentment. Out with gratitude. Are you doing it? Feel the gravitational pull of your bones towards the Earth's core. We're connected to the planet. The planet is connected to us. We are the planet and the planet is us. Out with gratitude. the alertness of the spine, in harmony with the vulnerability of the belly. I know that makes some of us slightly more vulnerable than others. In with resentment, out with gratitude. In with resentment. I hope you're doing it. If you don't do it, you won't feel the benefits. Out with gratitude. That's enough of that. I'm feeling quite grateful now. I think that's as grateful. Oh my God, I forgot she was there. And that brings me on to the final part of the tools that we use to navigate this programme. It is, of course, aromatherapy, provided by Beauty by Rose.
Beauty by Rose, 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 Rose.
Inspired by both nature and 90s British sitcoms, this particular essence is called Ylang My Lord. All right, then, sit down. Thank you very much, Rose, because I think it's about time now that we stop working the programme and we start asking, what's wrong with you? So hopefully you've had enough time now to be tweeting us in. Remember, you must tweet us in. There's no show without your tweets. And if there's no show without your tweets, it's just me and our Rose Sassy doing this. We've got nothing to say to each other anymore. We've known each other a lifetime. So it'd just be this. So do tweet us your problems, because we all want to avoid that, don't we? But we're not there just yet. We've got a couple of tweets to be getting on with, haven't we, Rose?
That's right, yeah.
All right, then. I've just remembered I've not asked how you are. We'll be time for that later. We'll just start with the first tweet, Rose Lavender. Oh, my goodness. We did get a couple, not complaints. I wouldn't say they were complaints. Feedback. We had a bit of feedback that Rose Lavender was just a blurred sort of phantom in the background. Now, whether or not that's an artistic depiction of the role she's played in my life thus far, that's for you to decide. But we have made a concession. I lifted up a couple of cushions on the settee, had a little dig around, see what I could scrape together, and we've invested in the Rose Cam. Can we go over to the Rose Cam? There she is.
Rose Cam!
There she is. Let's go back onto the Myra camera now. Let's go back onto the Myra camera. Yes. We don't need to lose sight of what they're paid for. All right, then. The first problem, we'll be going over to the Rose Cam intermittently throughout the evening. But the first problem, Rose Lavender, hit me with it.
Well, Myra, the first problem comes from a long-term fan of the show, which is Emma Gibson.
Oh, yes, Emma Gibson. She does like to make her presence,
That's
don't
right. Now,
she's verging on the point of it being slightly worrying. I've started to really treasure that I describe my home as being in an undisclosed South London location, and already with Emma Gibson, I think that's it's already a bit too specific. I think she could work with that. Anyway, go on. Let's see what Emma Gibson would like to know this week.
That's right. Well, Emma Gibson's got quite a long email. Right, she says, hello, Myra. Yes, that's Emma, she says.
Quite assured of herself, isn't she? She's giving herself her own little in-joke there.
Right, she says, your words of wisdom and love over lockdown have guided me.
Oh, how patronising.
Yeah. You have been there through some tough times.
I know.
I have applied for career changes due to being miserable in my current employment. You gave me the confidence to apply for these, and I have been fortunate to have interviews for these roles. Although I searched St Anne's and Blackpool for the services of Guru Malcolm to no avail, during a recent struggle, you suggested staring at a blank wall until your next show and using serenity breathing. In doing so, I realised that I could fit 2 smaller Christmas trees in that space, solving my Christmas tree not fitting dilemma. See, folks, the programme works for any eventuality. Thanks to your support over these past few months. Have a lovely Christmas, and I hope it is filled with the same love you have shown your AdMyras. Have a wonderful new year. Lang may your lum reek. I think she's from Scotland. See you next year. Love, Emma.
Oh, sorry, what? Did it finish? Are we done? Are we still rolling? Are we still on?
Yeah.
What did I miss?
Emma says thanks.
Thank you for writing in, Emma. I treasure every word we exchange. What next? Who's next?
Right, I'm going to the other one. Right, I've got a problem, Myra, because this is 4 and this is 6.
Oh, bloody hell, hang on. Rose Lavender is using my portable telephone device, and as I said, I've got an iPhone 11 Pro Max, and I think Rose is working with a descendant of a Nokia. There we go, all right. 4-figure numbers, it's nothing that's really ever entered your life, is it, Rose?
I don't know what you mean. Right. Oh, right, Rose Cam. Rose Cam. Right. Michael Hing, 1970, on Twitter says, Dear Myra DuBois, how does Rose stop her glasses? It's for me! How does Rose, that's me, stop her glasses fogging up whilst mask wearing? Mine are constantly fogged up, can't see a thing. I bought one of those anti-fog sprays, but it didn't work at all. Well, Michael, I do feel your pain. It is an absolute constant nightmare.
I'm sorry,
isn't
sorry,
it?
sorry, Rose. Did the tweet start Dear Rose or did it start Dear Myra?
It does start Dear Myra.
It starts Dear Myra, doesn't it? And then it says, how does Rose's glasses? So I think the question was directed at me, wasn't it, Rose?
Yes, Myra,
I think it was.
yes.
It was, wasn't it? Now, I don't wear glasses, so I'm going to hand over to my sister, who'll be able to give a few hints and tips over how to do with the bespectacle. But can I take a moment to just point out that not everyone was built for show business, and sometimes when you throw the spotlight on them, it can have an adverse effect on their mental health. Least we forget Susan Boyle. All right. So unless you want Rose Lavender's blood on your hands, I shall keep all questions to me in future. And I'm just thinking of my sister's well-being when I say that. But she can answer this one question. Rose?
Just wear one of those ones with the little metal bit on them.
Thanks, Rose. Next one.
Right, the next question, Myra, is from Dan Dainter.
Oh, Dan Dainter, of course, who lived a very tough life, who lives in Leeds. That's the extent of his suffering, but it's enough, isn't it? On.
Are you ready?
I should be in Leeds right now, actually. I should have been in pantomime. I was going to be in pantomime, but it got cancelled. Oh, I was bereft. Go on.
Oh, are you ready?
Yes,
Right.
I was born ready. I'm always ready.
Dear Myra, Myra DuBois.
Can we just confirm that it says Dear Myra?
It does say Dear Myra.
So I shall be answering this
Right,
question.
yes. I'm having withdrawals.
Well, you need to get on the phone to Dolly because she's giving it out like you wouldn't believe. She'll even send you a free needle.
As I find myself with nothing to do in an evening to fill the void that is panto. You must be a bit psychic, Myra, because you just said about panto.
Do you know, I am in touch with several spirits. I am quite in tune to the ether. I'm plugged into the cosmos with an Ethernet cable.
Dear Myra, I'm having withdrawals as I find myself with nothing to do in an evening to fill the void.
I don't think we need
is...
to start from the beginning of the tweet every time you're interrupted, Rose. Go on.
Dear Myra, no, I know you must be feeling it too. You did just say that. Do you have any suggestions to fill my time?
Now, I've forgotten the context. Can you give me the beginning of the tweet again?
Yes. Dear Myra, @Myra DuBois, I'm having withdrawals as I find myself with nothing to do in an evening to fill the void that is panto. He's behind you. I know you must be feeling it too. Do you have any suggestions to fill my time? Hashtag problem shared. Hashtag the car misses you. And a little red car.
Oh, I believe this is one of the, oh God, what do they call them? The help that works at the theatre. They used to give me a lift home to my digs every evening when I was at the Queen's Hotel. Do you know Leeds?
No, Myra.
No, you don't need leaves.
No.
No, I was in the Queen's Hotel in one of the suites, a penthouse apartment. It's just by the station, near the Weatherspoons. And Dan used to give me a little lift from the theatre to my accommodation. I remember this now. What you can do, Dan, we've just had bonfire night, haven't we? Get yourself a guy. I mean, like a stuffed one. I'm not saying you go out to a nearby park and find a suitor. No, find yourself a guy, stuff it, paint a little Myra face on it, and just drive it on that route. Just drive that route between the theatre and where I was staying, and just do that until the panto should, and that should take the edge off. I should think.
That's right.
That's right. Sometimes the lonely can do that. A pet, a stuffed toy or something like that you can project your emotion onto. And it gives you something to do, doesn't it? Or drive down to London and drive me round for real. I don't mind. It's your petrol. Did I answer the question, Rose?
Yeah, I think so. Can you put your thing in again, Scott?
Oh, my dear. I think she's trying to get my PIN code out of me. Oh, excuse me. We'll edit that out later. There you go.
Right. Do you want the next one?
Oh, yes.
Right,
I
next one.
love them.
This is from someone called Reese Twig White.
Oh, Reese, I'm sorry, Reese, love. I shall have to leave it right there because there's someone at my door, so I shall have to see who that is. But don't worry, Reese, we'll come back to you. Who is it? Oh, it's the post person. Look at that. Let me get this little missive for Myra. Oh, I dropped it on the floor. Oh, look at that. Got the money shot in, didn't you? It was a little letter from me. Oh, I wonder who it could be from. There's an American postmark on it, so it must come from the other side of the Atlantic. How topical. Let me read it. It says, "Dear Matt, I'll have to move that, otherwise that'll become a hazard, won't it? Can I socially distancedly pass you that letter?" That's the caveat you have to put on everything, isn't it? Socially distance pass you the letter before I socially distance read this letter out to the people at home who are socially distanced. Before any tweets in. Dear Myra, this socially distant letter started. Well, you can't get more socially distant than the other side of the Atlantic, can you? Let me start by telling you how much we love the show. Oh, isn't that nice? Jill and I are big admirers and love seeing inside Myra Towers. We're moving into a new place in the new year, and Jill wants to know where you get that wallpaper because she wants the same one. It's a celebrity brusher, Jill. I shall tell you later privately. But that's not my question. Oh, the new place also, well, it's currently infested with a pest that we're struggling to get rid of. The only reason we need wallpaper at all is because the current is smeared in orange foundation and excrement. So tell me, Myra, have you ever had to deal with an unwelcomed infestation? And how did you deal with it? All the love to you, Joe Biden. P.S. Please keep the 20th of January free. We've got a gig for you. Well, Joe, I have actually had a series of infestations before, both in the home and a little closer to home, if you know what I mean. Have you tried putting a pot of yoghurt on him? That might make him go away. Failing that, treats. Have you tried putting treats? A little cheeseburger down on the floor, and then they might go over and eat that, and then while he's eating that cheeseburger, put another one a little bit further away, and keep doing that until he's gone all the way to wherever he's going to next. Try that. I say he. I've got no idea what infestation you're talking about, Joe. Could be anything, couldn't it? This is an apolitical show. So I hope that's of help for you. It helps me when I do that sort of thing. All right, then. I'll leave that with you there. Now, I'm going to have to, once again, lift up the curtain of show business and show you the workings of this show as I ask the team, what the hell am I doing next? What?
Beauty by Rose.
Oh, is it beauty? But I forgot. I know what's coming next. That was just a little, that was staged. My sister Rose Lavender, as you all know, sponsors this show with her beauty range, her kitchen, what do they call it? Kitchen, cottage industry thing. Anyway, listen, I need to go and have a little drink because my mind's starting to slip a little bit. So I'm going to hand you over to a little advert now, and then we'll carry on with the show after this message from our sponsor. Roll VT.
Hiya, Rose Lavender here, principal person and queen pin of Beauty by Rose, creams and tinctures for the modern mover and shaker. Do you ever find that sometimes you can't move and shake in quite the way you'd like? Are your trotters in trouble? Are your feet a fright? Does your other half make you keep your socks on of a night? Don't despair, Rose Lavender is here! With Beauty by Rose's Callous Corn and Crispy Bits Cleaner. Just one application rids your toes of those ugly imperfections, leaving them silky smooth and flip-flop ready. Here's the science bit. Oh, it's gone through my glove.
Beauty by Rose's Callous Corn and Crispy Bits Cleaner is scientifically formulated to dissolve dry skin, verrucas and sometimes a whole toe.
Don't delay. Order yours today.
Beauty by Rose's Callous Corn and Crispy Bits Cleaner must be kept in an airtight container. Avoid contact with eyes, nose, mouth, hands, hair and try not to breathe it in. In fact, don't touch it if you can at all.
Oh, stop whining, Frank. It was just once.
Oh, we're back on. Well, don't worry. Look, I had a little bit of a senior moment just before we rolled the VT. But I'm all right now. I feel fully medicated. Are you all right after your little fall? I couldn't help but notice of that. You did fall over.
Yeah, no, I did, but I've got rid of that scooter, silly.
All right, lovely. Well, the main thing is that you might be able to claim, and that's something we shouldn't forget. But anyway, we're not here to talk about what's wrong with Rose. We're here to talk about what's wrong with you.
Yeah.
That's right. So we're going to go back over to Twitter now, and we're going to plug ourselves into the Twitterverse and see what it is you all need my help with. Come on. Oh, no, we were talking to Reese.
That's right.
It was Reese. What does Reese say?
Right, Myra. Reese Twig White says,
Reese Twig
Myra
White.
DuBois, it is mine and Andy White's 3rd wedding anniversary. We are sat in lockdown, staring at each other over a sad bit of brie. How can we celebrate? Brie is French, Myra.
Yes, brie is French. Brie is a French word. It means cheese. And, well, of course, being a DuBois, I'm quite plugged into French culture. Well, what does one give on a 3rd wedding anniversary? Is it paper, wood? It's string, isn't it? And that's quite nice because that's when the relationship solidifies and you develop strings. I imagine is that, of course, that being a homosexual union at the 3-year mark, you're probably opening up the relationship and shopping for a chihuahua. So, whatever it is you need to do to get through, celebrate, be with each other. That's the thing that they can't take away that, can't they? They can't take away they can't take away the other person unless, of course, you commit some sort of crime and you're incarcerated. That might happen. But if it doesn't happen, then you've got each other. So just celebrate by being present in the moment, in each other's company. Just because the brie is sad doesn't mean you have to be, all right? And why is the brie sad? Is this some sort of Francophobic sentiment? Something about French culture you don't like? Would you prefer it if it was a happy I'll bet you can't wait for your blue passport, can you? Go on, move on, Rose. I don't want to spend any more time with this gammon.
Right.
Gammon is a French word, by the way. It means pig.
Le gamin.
Le gamin.
James Caldwell.
Hello, James Caldwell.
Hi, James. James Caldwell says, Myra DuBois, good evening, Ms. DuBois.
Hello.
And the equally glamorous Rose. That's me, Myra!
No, I didn't like that tone. There was something in this tone that I think we moved on from a Francophobe, and there's something about him that just feels like outright bigger. I don't know why. It was just an image I'm getting from the way he talked. What was he saying? Out of curiosity, something awful, I imagine.
Good evening, Ms. DuBois, and the equally glamorous Rose.
Oh, the ramblings of a deranged mind.
Any festive gift suggestions for the hard to buy for? Are there any new Myra badges or Beauty by Rose goodies out? Little red heart. Oh, James.
I'll tell you what I'd get you for Christmas, James. A pair of fucking glasses. That's what I'd get you. Equally glamorous. Look at her. Devil wears Bon Marsh back there. Piss off. What would I get? Yes, go to my website and buy some merch and don't waste my time. Next tweet, please.
Right. So this is from somebody called Sean Williams, Myra.
Hello, Sean Williams. I always think the most names that make the most impact are the ones that are 2 forenames together. Sean Williams, you know, there might be a William Shawns out there somewhere. Who knows? I hope you find William Shawns, and I hope the 2 of you have fun at least. Maybe go for a nice cup of tea in a local patisserie. Go on.
Oh, right. Hello, Myra DuBois.
Hello.
Lovely to have you on our telly again.
Oh, someone's casting, fancy bugger.
More a problem for my friends. I'm being asked.
We all know that tactic, don't we, Rose? Not for me, it's for a friend. Go on.
I've lost my place. Oh, no. Right. More a problem from my friends. I'm being asked what I want for Christmas already. I just want to put it out there. Everything from the Myra merch shop. If you could just let everyone know, saves me the hassle. Ta, little red heart.
I'm getting bashful here because it sounds like I'm putting these tweets in solely for the purpose of advertising my merchandise. I'm not. You don't have to buy merchandise, but my merchandise, you know, for your loved ones, if you don't love them enough. If you do love them enough, then you will buy them Myra DuBois merch. Imagine being a friend or relative of yours and you wake up on Christmas morning, tiptoe down the stairs. That's terribly privileged of me. Not everyone has stairs. I live in a maisonette. Tiptoe down the stairs to the tree in the morning and they take a little parcel from underneath it and slip off the... She's getting going. She loves Christmas. Slip off the wrapping. And then underneath it, feel it. You think, oh, it's a T-shirt. Oh, hang on, Sean. Oh, my word, the excitement is tangible, isn't it? I'll have to come back to your problem in a minute, Sean, because it sounds like I've got a visitor at the door. I wonder who it could be. It's COVID!
Yes, it's me, the novel coronavirus. I'm back, baby. Go see your relatives. Go on. Never know how much I love you. Never know how much I care. When I put my arms around you, I give you fever that's so hard to bear. I give you fever when I kiss you, fever when I hold you tight, fever in the morning, fever all through the night. Everybody's got the fever, that is something we all know. Fever isn't such a new thing, COVID started long ago. November 2019, actually, they think. Happy birthday, me. You got chills, they're multiplying, and you're losing control. 'Cause the COVID I'm supplying, it's electrifying. You get locked down, but I spike up again. You're never gonna keep me down. You get locked down, but I spike up again. You're never gonna keep me down. Vaccine, 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 vaccine. I'm begging of you, let me kill that man. Vaccine, 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 vaccine. Please don't save her just because you can. No. Please don't save her just because you can. Oh no! Oh no! It's Dolly Parton's vaccine!
Get out, you dirty bugger! You! Get the... You dirty little git!
Has it gone?
Yeah.
Good. Look. we must return back to the show. Is it time to do What's Wrong With You? It is, isn't it? Yes. I'm all a dither. Let's try and find out what's wrong with you. What an action-packed episode we've had so far today. We've solved the problems of the nation. I've occasionally casually mentioned my merchandise from time to time. And we've finished the COVID situation.
Yeah, Myra!
We've done everything Matt Hancock failed to, with one little medley and a Febreze bottle with a sticker on it. Good for us. Good for us. Anyway, what were we talking about? Sean Williams, wasn't it? It was Sean Williams. Come on. Oh, she's taking off her RPE, rose protective equipment.
Oh. Here we are.
There we go. Lovely stuff.
Ready?
Now, what was Sean asking me? He was asking what to get people. Yeah, just buy the merch, Sean. I've said it enough times. I don't need to mention my merch any times. And I'm using up the precious time that could be used on helping people that need it, actually, Sean. So we'll move on. Who's next?
Right, the next person, Myra, is somebody called Francis Mackenzie.
That name rings a bell. I think Francis has written into the show before. I'd be curious to see what he says. Go on.
Oh, Myra DuBois. Howdy, Myra. Perhaps he's from America, is he?
I don't think he is. No, I think he's affected.
Oh. Howdy, Myra.
Yep.
Recently, during my morning walk, I've discovered I really hate the local youth with the littering and total lack of respect. Serenity breathing is just not cutting it now. How can I compress this rage? Or do I just come to terms with I am old and grumpy now? Francis.
Yes. Next one.
Oh.
No, but that's it. Well, what else can I add, Rose? What else can I add? You've said it yourself. I'm old and grumpy. This is a format that people do a lot when they contact me. They present the question and then solve it themselves. And in a way, that's what I'm here to do. I'm sort of like a therapist that you pay that just sits here for an hour going, What do you want me to do, Francis? You answered it. Yes, you're a grumpy old sod. Find acceptance of that. Breathe in with resentment. No, don't do it, Rose. In with resentment. Resentment that you're a grumpy old sod. And gratitude. What for? I don't know. Because you're a grumpy old sod, aren't you, Francis? But find something, won't you? I'm worried about you. Go on, next one.
Right. The next one, Myra, is from Greg Reed.
Oh, Greg Reed, yes.
Do you know Greg Reed?
Well, yes, he is a, what are they called? Oh, bloody, like manual labour musician.
Oh.
Yeah, he does the tracks for the show. He did the track for the last medley.
Oh,
yeah.
very nice.
Yeah.
Right. Rose Kim. Greg Reed.
I daren't walk past Dixon's with her. We're there for hours.
At Myra DuBois, following the new season of The Crown. Oh, I love The Crown. Oh, do you think I'm a bit Diana?
I wish you had more similarities with Diana, that's all I'll say.
Following the other royal family, following the new season of The Crown, following the other royal family, when will Netflix be releasing your story and who will be playing you?
Well, I will be playing me, obviously, as a youngster. We'll get Helen Mirren to play me as an old lady. Who would play Rose, though? We're probably going to... No, Rose, I've told you, you've left show business. She doesn't work in show business anymore. No, we'd probably have an open casting.
Julia Sawala.
No, I don't think so, no. I think what we'd probably do is have a reality series on ITV, possibly Channel 5, where we scrape the barrel of public reservoir for a relative nobody to play Rose, because it takes one to know one. Do you know what I'm saying? So we'll probably do something like that. I'm thinking Saturday night, but it might end up being a Thursday night sort of situation. Picking a rose, it will be called. You know, like picking a rose, like picking a flower. Yeah. Has that answered that question? Do I need to go through everyone in my life? What are you thinking now? She's wistful. She's wistful. She's lost in contemplation. Right now, you couldn't see it, but it was a fruit machine of all the actresses that she fancied playing herself just then. We'll probably do something terribly clever. I'll probably play her. We'll probably do some sort of CGI where I play me and Rose. In fact, I'll probably play everyone. Who better to play people in my life than me? I shall probably play Daddy as well. In a gender reversal scene. Quite sad. I don't want to get... His remains are in that pineapple there. It's very sad Daddy died. We never really got to meet him because, of course, he died during childbirth. Anyway, go on. Next question.
All right. There's another one from Chris. It was saying that lovely thing about the masks.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, I've got it wrong. Oh, right. Chris says, good evening, Myra. Where does Rose get her inspiration for her look? It's so iconic. A trendsetter, a modern-day Marilyn Monroe. Oh, Chris.
There is a phenomena on the internet at the moment, and you're taking advantage of her. She won't know this. She's only just got Snake on her phone. Called trolls. They go on the internet and they say hurtful things on purpose to provoke a reaction.
That's very nice. It's a nice thing.
No, Rose, you don't understand the subject, and this is why I said you should retire from show business, because you're a vulnerable person. She's in several vulnerable groups. We actually locked her down in May 2018, just to be on the safe side, because she is so vulnerable. So the people, they're being cruel. They're bullying you. They're laughing at you, Rose. They're saying one thing when they mean quite another, and I won't have it said. I'm very protective about my sister, and if someone tweets her thing saying you're very glamorous and you look like Marilyn Monroe, when I know they mean the opposite thing, I'll pull it up. I'll say. Go on, Rose, next thing.
Right. So, same chap, Chris, he says, hi, Myra. Firstly, thank you for brightening the end of our lockdown. I'm on my final week of furlough before getting back to work. What would you suggest I do with my final couple of days? Thanks, Chris and Tom.
Go fuck yourself. That's what you can do for your last... That's what you can do for your last couple of days, Chris and Tom. Go and fuck yourself. No, I jest. Maybe go on Google Maps. Go on Google Maps. Find your house, and whatever affordable area you live in. Find your house, and then just look on the maps and enlarge the map a little bit, and just scan around for a park that you've never visited before. A park you've never visited before, and then just go on a lovely little walk to that park you've never been to before, and when you get there, go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself in that park you've never fucking been to before. Next tweet.
Look out. I think I need to move on to the emails, Myra.
Oh, if we ran out of tweets?
We've run out of tweets.
Send in your tweets, because we've run out of material, and as threatened, if we've got no tweets, we shall sort of sit here in abject silence, staring into the abyss. But then again, at this point of the lockdown, isn't that everything? I'm in a bit of a mood, Rose.
I have noticed, Myra. Is there anything I can do?
No, I'm just feeling a bit bleak, really. I suppose, really, sorry, I'm going. Don't go, Rose, because if you go, I'll go.
No, I'm all right.
I've gotten to a point. Sorry, I can't believe how human I'm showing myself to be right now in front of you people. But I found the second lockdown a little bit harder than the first one. That's why I incarcerated myself up at Guru Malcolm's. I struggled a little bit more during the first one. A silence descends across the room now as a important air shrouds us. As something, what's the word? Important. I've said important twice, but it's an important word. Descends on us what's the word? What word am I grasping for, Rose?
I don't know, wasn't really listening. Is it Christmas? What?
No, it's not Christmas, Rose. Significant. I'm about to say something significant. Poignant is a word I was maybe looking for. I found the second lockdown a little bit harder than the first lockdown because I don't know why, Rose. I just have. It happened this morning. I woke up. Sorry, I'm laying myself bare now. I woke up, I went to the kitchen, looked in the mirror. Why there's a mirror in my kitchen, don't ask. I don't question your home decor choices. Why would you question mine? I walked into the kitchen, I sat down at the counter, looked in the mirror, moved the credit card, looked in the mirror. And I thought, I don't want to. I don't want to solve problems tonight. I don't want to stream on the internet. I don't want to open my home up to them. I was resistant to it, but then I looked at myself. I stopped myself. I looked at myself quite hard in the mirror. I looked at myself and I pulled my shoulders back, shoved my boobs forward, shook myself a bit, shook the negativity off, and I said, Myra, you go and you solve them problems. And I'll tell you for why, Rose. Oh! What a cliffhanger!
Oh,
What a cliffhanger! We shall come back. Put a pin in that, Rose. Put a pin in that, and I shall tell you what I said at my kitchen countertop this morning as I was looking at my mirror in abject misery later. In the meantime, there's someone at my door. I wonder who it could be. Who is it? Oh, it's the post person with a little missive for Myra. Thank you very much, post person. Yeah, off you pop. Oh, this is a letter. It's on quite greasy paper, I'm afraid. I think it's been hand-delivered, which is a worry. Rather than an actual stamp, they've just drawn a picture of a stamp on the envelope, which tells me that this comes from a household that's struggling financially right now. I wonder who it could be from. It says, Myra, it opens, help! We've been sacked and replaced by a younger, more populous gammony model on our current job, and we're now unemployed. Need us to do any link-ups on your show? Please, Eamon and Ruth, brackets, Holmes, from this morning. GMTV? Oh, it doesn't matter, close brackets. P.S., please. Well, Ruth and Eamon, I would love to give you a little job on my show, but I'm afraid I can't because nepotism means that I've got my sister on it doing everything on the rose cam, and I've already scraped every copper out of the building paying for the rose cam, never mind an Eamon and Ruth cam. But can I suggest, Eamon Holmes, that you go and set up maybe an OnlyFans or a Just for Fans or something like that and make home videos with Ruth that other gammons can enjoy from the comfort of their own home, giving a new twist to the phrase ham-fisted. How about that, Eamon, all right? I hope that's been a help to you. But in the meantime, I need to return for the final tweet. Is that right? Yeah. I'm on the right part of the show. Lovely. Thank you very much. Off we go.
let's go. Are you ready?
No, I was finishing my story. Do you remember, Rose? I'll finish my story, then we'll go on to the final tweet. I sat at that kitchen table, looking in that mirror. Do you remember where we were? If this was at the cinema in the 1940s and we were going to see some sort of serial, perhaps before a newsreel or something, our last trip to the cinema would have seen me sat at home contemplating, unable to find the motivation to bring myself to work that evening, work being streaming from my own home, solving the problems of the nation. I'm painting quite the picture here, Rose. There I was in the kitchen, looking in the mirror, not wanting to go for work. And then I thought, no, I will go to work. And I pulled my shoulders back, stuck my boobs out. We all remember that, don't we? Shoulders back, boobs out. And I said, no, you go. You go to work tonight, and I'll tell you for why. And do you remember, this is when the doorbell went. It was very exciting. I'll tell you why. I need the money. So here I am. Go on then, hit me with that final tweet, Rose Lavender. I'm chomping at the bit for it. Go on, hit me with it.
Right, last tweet, Myra.
It's the final tweet. I wonder what it could be about. All the possibilities, Rose, are flowing through my mind right now. It's a little bit like on Trivial Pursuit when you don't know what wedge you're going to get. Is it going to be a scientific question? Is it going to be one about entertainment? Is it going to be personal? Are we going to end on a significant note, a poignant note? Is it going to be humorous? We don't know, do we? We don't know. So because without any further ado, we must get on with this bit. So without any more hesitations, Rose, what's that last tweet?
Right. Erin Edry says, our neighbour is always contaminating the recycling bin. I've left signs. I've taken out the black bin bags with my bare hands. In a pandemic, exclamation mark. Nothing has helped. What do I do?
Of all the potential, everything we could have finished on, all those options are listed. It could have been a philosophical question about the condition of human existence. And instead we ended on that. Filth. He wants to know what should he do about friends contaminating the recycling bins.
His neighbours.
His neighbours.
That's right, yeah.
His neighbours are contaminating the recycling bin. You've got two options, Erin. You either ignore it, get over yourself and accept that the planet is going to die not long after you, but you're not going to be around to see it anyway, so does it matter? Or you go round to your neighbours, little rap on the glass, knock, 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 and when the neighbour opens the door, you say, yes, you can, excuse me, the environment, and then just shut the door on them. Don't give them any more context. Their guilt will fill in the blanks. I hope that helps. And that was our final problem of the show.
It was!
No, don't worry. I know what you're saying to yourself already. You're saying, Myra, the coronavirus is behind you. Well, in a way it is, because I've got Dolly, Parton's vaccine. We're so close, I only know her first name. I've got Dolly Parton's vaccine coursing through my veins right now. So the COVID vaccine is allowed to pop right. Yeah. We laugh now, don't we? We remember how we used to get on and we think, oh, God, we're so changed. But no, it means we can all come together for one final little song. So before I go, I must tell you to tune in on the 24th of December, which is a little bit of a prequel to the 25th of December, and something of a sequel to the 22nd or third. Couldn't count them for a second. So do tune in for our Christmas Eve special. Yes, Merry Christmas, Rose. And hopefully I'll see you in a venue in some sort of live capacity over the next month. But at the moment, we just don't know because of this one. But in the meantime, let's finish with a little sing-song. Rose, remind me, how effective is Dolly's vaccine?
9 to 5%, Myra.
Did you say 9 to 5? Hit it. Come on, everyone, get ready. Tumble out of bed and I stumble to the kitchen, pour myself a cup of ambition, yawning, stretching, trying to come to life. Out on the streets, the traffic starts pumping, and folks like me on the job from 9 to 5. Working 9 to 5, oh, what a way to make a living. Getting by, it's all taking and no giving. They just use your mind, and they never give you credit. It's enough to drive you crazy if you let it. 9 to 5, for service and devotion. You would think that I would deserve a better promotion. Want to move ahead, but the boss won't seem to let me. I swear sometimes that is how they get me. You can just do this at home. Watch him shatter. You're just a step on that boss man's ladder, but he's got dreams. You'll never take no other way round. Sorry. You're in the same boat with a lot of your friends. You're waiting for the day that the ship comes in and the tide turns and you all go on a cruise or something. Yeah.
Working 9 to 5,
what a way to make a living.
getting by. It's all taking and no giving. They just use your mind and they never get credit. It's enough to drive you crazy if you let it. 9 to 5,
Our service and devotion
is a better life, and you dream about it, don't you? It's a rich man's world, no matter how they call it. And you spend your life putting money in its pocket.
Listen,
9 to
everyone,
5.
thank you so much for tuning in over the last few months. It's been wonderful. We will be back at the end of the month, and we'll be back into 2021 as well, so don't you go worry about it. In the meantime, I'm going to have a sing-song with these two, so I'll see you later, yeah? Bye. Bye.
If you let